is impossible. It's not even possible at all it's impossible to compare with a living person. Talk more of a dead person. So it is impossible. So I think it's already too much at this point. But I would not suggest that you walk away immediately. Hello everyone. Welcome to Love's Wild Side. And today I'm going to be reacting to a video I saw on Reddit. And the title of the story is Girlfriend Said Her Ex is the Love of Her Life. So this is the boyfriend that is writing the story. It reads, my girlfriend, who is 22 years old, and myself, that is the boyfriend, 21, have been together for 2 years. Before we got into the relationship, I knew there was a male in her life. Now, this story sounds very familiar. That she was close to, that passed away 1 to 2 years prior. That's sad. In the beginning of our relationship, she told me about him, how they were best friends and meant a lot to each other. So that's how I took close friends that care about each other. So I always respected when she wanted to talk about him or mourn, and just tried to be there for her however she needed me. The story continues. As our relationship went on, I unfortunately lost a close friend that I was distancing myself from because we had a sexual history for the respect of my girlfriend. And I think this is a noble thing to do. So kudos to you. When she passed away, it hit me pretty hard. And when I tried to talk about it with her in comparison with her situation, she shut me down instantly. She said, and I quote, there's so much you don't know. It's not the same at all. And she didn't want to talk about my friend. At the time, that really rubbed me in the wrong way. But I eventually got over it and just tried to forget about it. As more time went on, she continued to bring up her ex. Please hold on. Let me go back again. I thought they were best friends. I thought they were close friends. But let's assume that she had a different kind of relationship with this person, and turns out that the person is her ex. She continued to bring up her ex more and say more intimate stuff, that she was in love with him. Oh wow. Oh wow. And that they had a sexual history, etc. I always just thought I was a close friend. I still don't know if I'm guessing he thought that they were close friends and still did not ever think that they dated. The story goes on to say, now to what really got me in my head. Recently, one night, she went to bed super early, and when I got into bed, I grabbed her phone to use for the Roku remote because mine was dead. And it opened to a text message with her friend. As I was swiping, I saw love and decided to check it out. Curiosity kills the cat. They were talking about someone that looks and sounds like her ex. And she said, he looks and sounds like the dead love of my life. Wow. I don't know what to do. She still considers her ex the love of her life. Wow. That text really shocked me and mentally messed with me. When I talked to her about it, she just said, I am sorry you saw that. I don't even know what that means, because what do you mean that you're sorry that he saw that? Anyway, let's go on. She went on to say, you are the one I am with now. This statement is giving rebound vibe. It's giving, eh, in as much as I was in love with someone, in as much as I'm in love with someone, I'm with you now, right? I accepted to be your girlfriend. So there should be no hustle at all. And I don't know if it's not giving relationship serious person. But I don't want to judge, right? We listen, we don't judge. I don't know if I am overreacting and just in my head, or if I rightfully should be a little frustrated and upset. My mind is everywhere and thinking of everything. Now, this is the end of the story, but he went on to ask for any advice in three aspects. He's asking, how can I support myself and my mental health? He also went on to ask about the actions or conversations that he can have with his girlfriend. And then he asked, when is it too much? I'm going to start from the first question, which is, how can I support myself and my mental health? First of all, I'm going to say is have an honest conversation with yourself. Ask yourself questions. Am I willing to compete with someone who is 6 feet on the ground? Am I willing to understand that there is always going to be a space in her heart for this person who is dead? Um, I'm also willing to understand that I might not always be the first in her heart. I'm going to probably be the second in her heart. Are you ready to play second fiddle in her life for the rest of your life? These are honest conversations that you should have with yourself, first of all, before going to have an honest conversation with her. Because as it stands, she is unhealed. She has not healed from the pain of losing someone that she loved. This is not losing an ex. She lost someone that she really and honestly loved while she was still in the relationship with the person. And it hits differently. And probably that's why she said it is not the same thing as the situation that you have, because this is someone she was actively in love with, someone who she probably have discussed the future with and all her plans with. And then this person just drops dead one day. It's a different thing entirely from you losing someone who you consider an ex. So that's two different things. So she's not yet healed, and she probably just rushed into the relationship with you. So she's obviously trying to maintain, to stay in the relationship and see how it goes. However, she's not fully and completely healed, and that would obviously pose as a problem in the relationship. So have a conversation with her and tell her how you feel, how you have always felt about her, talking about her ex all the time, and ask her about if it is possible that there's going to be a phase or a time where this phase would pass, and you would be placed at a higher position than you currently are, because in as much as you are in a relationship with her, you are still not in a relationship with her, if you get what I mean. Now, the second thing you mentioned was, what actions or conversations should you have with her? I think I already made mention of the conversations that you should have with her. But most importantly, beyond having conversations with her, listen to what she's saying. I think in her words, in the things she says, in her actions she takes, there you will find your answers. There you will find um the direction you should take, the decision. It would help you understand what decision you're going to take regarding the relationship, if you should stay and watch her heal, or if you should just walk away. So understanding what she's saying and listening to her would help you either move on or stay back to help her heal. The third point you're asking is, when is it too much? I would like to tell you that at this point, right, it is too much, because I don't even think I can cope with that on a personal level. But it is already too much, and the truth is, if you decide to walk away, I would I would not hold it against you, because it is impossible to compete with a perfect dead person. As it stands, she would always have a perfect image of this person that has died. So it is impossible to compete with it is impossible, it's not even possible at all it's impossible to compete with a living person, talk more of a dead person. So it is impossible. So I think it's already too much at this point, but I would not suggest that you walk away immediately. I would suggest you should have a conversation with her first, to let her know how you feel, and see from there you can now decide if this is worth taking a chance on, or if it is better that you walk away. And from what I read, you're very young, and you have a lot ahead of you, and there should be no reason why you should be stuck in someone's shadow, because at this point you are stuck in the shadow of her ex who is no longer on earth. And that is a very wrong way to live life. So yes, that's all I have to say about this story. I really enjoyed reading it, and I hope you did too. Thank you for being with me on this first episode. See you in the next episode. Bye.